Before we actually start the session, welcome everyone. Just to let you know, the basis of the session is on management. So effectively role management, you don't have to sort of role play out to anything in the way that we're trying to train the managers ready to learn and teach them about emotional intelligence and leadership. So yeah. Okay. We're from the Goldman Training Institute. We're here today to talk to you about leadership and emotional intelligence. And I'll just introduce ourselves. My name's Nick.
My name's Nicole. My name's Jackie.
Basically, just to quickly run through the aim of the session today, we're going to have a quick individual exercise, talk about some emotional intelligence, we're going to have a group activity, discuss sort of the link between emotional intelligence and leadership, quick bit on learning styles and how to improve emotional intelligence, and then at the end, some of you filled out these scores, the emotional intelligence questionnaire, and I'll give you the scores back. So basically, the first exercise is based on identifying emotions. It's a quick individual activity. Hopefully everyone sort of participates, just a bit of sort of warm-up.
Can you identify emotions? Give some examples: annoyed, happy, surprised, and sad. Does anyone know what that emotion is? Anybody?
Just by looking from the eyes, can anyone sort of guess the emotion? And you get an extra point if you know the person as well. What do you think? What sort of emotion? Just looking in the eyes. Happy? Yep. Next one. Any idea?
Shocked.
Yeah, any idea what it? Now, the next slide, just a little bit of fun, but if you can guess the emotion, well done. And if you can guess the people. Anyone else on the left? Any idea on the right? Well done. Any idea on the emotions?
Distressed.
I don't think stoned is an emotion, but stoned on the left, and then I don't know what that is on the right. Any ideas?
It's just really, it's really fun, but even the last one, sometimes you can't read somebody's emotion just through eyes. You just don't know what they're thinking, really. So,
But I mean, part of emotional intelligence is sort of the ability to be able to read people's emotions, basically, and understand, as well as understanding your own.
This is what is emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence started back in 1920 by a guy called Thorndike. He actually looked at social intelligence, so it wasn't just like an IQ score, it was actually how they integrated with individuals in a social setting. Gardner actually looked at the multiple intelligence. I don't know if you know about Gardner's theories, where it's basically different types of intelligence. So it's visual, spatial, bodily, interpersonal intelligence as well. Gardner's interpersonal intelligence relates to the ability to deal with other people and to notice and make distinctions among others, and particularly among their moods, temperaments, motivations and intentions. They and Salvo were actually leading researchers in emotional intelligence, and it was the ability to one-on-one with other feelings and emotion, and how you actually can look at your emotion, other people's emotion, and interpret that. So it was actually, there's a lot of research on that. Organisations are starting to look at how emotional intelligence can affect performance in the workplace, and also organisations aim to have transformational leaders. It's actually been correlated really highly that a really good transformational leader has high emotional intelligence. A transformational leader is known to motivate individuals, inspire them, and to be a successful emotional intelligence, successful transformational leader, in words in particular. High emotional intelligence is correlated really high with that. So rather than just manage people, you want to be a leader and inspire people, emotional intelligence is correlated highly. Daniel Goleman was actually is a leading researcher. He actually wrote a book called Emotional Intelligence and Why Can It Matter More Than IQ. He actually summarised work and said basically why is the difference between IQ and emotional intelligence. So somebody with a low IQ score doesn't necessarily not have intelligence basically. And again, it was just correlated really high that high emotional intelligence correlates with leadership. You can look at all different areas for emotional intelligence. We're just concentrating on leadership effectiveness. But when you go back into your working environment, you can look at relationship management and communication skills, and all of that affected with AI.
I think, especially with the last slide, it's important to know that obviously we're focusing on leadership effectiveness, but when you go back into your classes, you can improve on sort of the team effectiveness of your team, the one that you lead. Obviously, you can improve your customer service, you can improve with the students. And I mean, it's such an effective tool that you can use to sort of develop not only yourself, but developing your workforce as well. I mean, the main thing that we're going to be doing today is group activity, which is based on Goleman's emotional competencies model. So before we sort of start the activity, what we want you to understand is based on Goleman's model. So we have 4 areas: self-awareness, social awareness, self-management, and relationship management, areas of what you need to have good emotional intelligence. So I'll quickly run through them before we start the group activity. Basically, it's an activity of watching 3 clips in small groups. We're going to divide you up, and then sort of being able to see where you see where he's lacking, basically, these 4 areas. So firstly, self-awareness is the ability to read one's emotions and recognise their impact. So there's accurate self-assessment and self-confidence. You'll have an information sheet about all 4 on your table, so to sort of familiarise you more before we start watching the videos. But self-awareness is basically emotional awareness, like I said, so you know which emotions people are feeling, why they're feeling it. And you have the ability to recognise how their feelings affect their performance. Accurate self-assessment is knowing one's strengths and limits, so knowing your own strengths and knowing your own limits. Then you've got self-management, which involves self-control, trustworthiness, conscientiousness, adaptability, innovativeness, achievement drive. There's a whole host of things within self-management. Social awareness, that is empathy, so you have a sense of other people's feelings, serious orientation, developing others, political awareness, and then finally relationship management, which says there, conflict management, building bonds and teamwork.
So we're going to watch a few videos. I'm going to put you into groups of 4. If you can each sit on a table once I put you into the groups, what we're going to do is I'll get you to read the handouts, familiarise yourselves a bit, watch the clips, see if you can pick out each of those 4 aspects. Then we'll have a group discussion, see what you've picked out. After that we'll have one large class discussion, see what everyone's picked out, and then we'll go on to the next video. It'll just be like that. So if I just put you into groups, so I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So if I can have all the 1s over there, all the 2s on that table, all the 3s on that table, and all the 4s on there.
Sheet, there's one sheet about each competence, so the social awareness, self-management,